It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we'll play host to a battle between conferences. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the New Orleans Saints under the lights on Sunday night.
Kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. Takes it at the 7. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here come the Ravens, and that means here comes Lamar Jackson, league's MVP and an All-Pro in 2019. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave. 40 yards. And the Saints use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. On third down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now Landry. A solid stiff arm. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Dalton's throw taken in by Landry. He's into the secondary. Touchdown, Saints. Jarvis Landry, 32 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. From the gun, Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
That's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. 14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. And done with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Saints take a 3-touchdown lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's Michael Thomas who ends it with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know that Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Andy Dalton taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Saints continue to pull away here in this first half. Lutz good on the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. And the Ravens taking the field. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Jackson now. This goes out wide for Drake. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that'll be checked down to Drake. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he hits Drake. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. On 2nd and 10. Jackson. Looking sideline, incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
To throw again is Jackson. This is caught by Robinson. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is third down and 8. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Tucker's kick is good, and that drops the deficit from 28 to 25. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room, maybe a little something to build on. Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal could change the fortunes of the team, and they could come out looking real sharp in the second half. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So it's halftime. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Washington now brings this out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And now another one thrown incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion. Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field. And they'll begin by running the option. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. A handoff out of the pistol. It's Drake. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. But down this big, we know that they need touchdowns instead of field goals, but now it's add insult to injury because they can't even get the 3, Charles, on the excellent block there by the special teams. And it certainly felt to me like the special teams consider themselves an extension of the defense, which has played well for them. They have a nice cushion. They didn't want to allow any points, any opportunity to cut into their lead. A big-time play by those guys on that side of the ball. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the fourth quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw. Yeah, the Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field? Here's Dalton. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 21. And it'll be Dalton again. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. To throw again on second down. Dalton. Touchdown! Michael Thomas with his second 6 points. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. That time, a 6-play drive. And it's Michael Thomas who ends it with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah. Back now here live in New Orleans. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Landry now on the return. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now we'll see what Michael Thomas and the rest of the offense has in store here. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. 11 yards there, just like last play.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down. Have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Kamara. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So this one a victory here.